Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw, the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania Premium Live Event next weekend, as this is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 270. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to what is promising to be another action-packed edition of Monday Night Raw. Tonight, we come to you live from San Antonio, Texas. Let's not waste any further time, get straight into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. And tonight we're kicking things off with the final triple threat WrestleMania Money in the Bank qualifier of the Red Brand of Sea, who will be the final man on Raw to join the star-studded fields.
Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
And out first we have the former United States champion, Sami Zayn, who's currently on a 3-match losing streak. Not the best for Sami. 2 back-to-back losses to Randy Orton, both at the Royal Rumble and on the Raw after Indianapolis, Indiana, where he lost that United States Championship at the Rumble event. Then he lost to the phenomenal AJ Styles 2 weeks ago here on the Red Brand, where AJ punched his ticket to go and face the Viper Randy Orton for the United States Championship. That match going down at WrestleMania, the rubber match between Styles and Orton on that night. But let's see if Sami Zayn can get on the WrestleMania card. He's had a great series thus far. Let's see if he can turn his career around and win the Money in the Bank contract. But speaking of men who challenged for the United States Championship recently, this man in the main event of Raw last week challenged Randy Orton for the gold.
Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
You the crowd roaring, saying his name. Let's see if RVD can punch his ticket to the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. Huge triple threat qualifier up next to kick us off on Monday Night Raw. And here's the final one of the matchup. Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, former WWE Tag Team Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Ciampa's former tag team partner, the man he turned his back on, Johnny Gargano, is already qualified into the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. He won a triple threat qualifying match last week, defeating Jon Moxley and Kofi Kingston, shocking both performers in that one, and go into the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match to see if he can turn his career around. But there you see referee Chad Patton ringing the bell. Your opening triple threat qualifier is kick it off here tonight in San Antonio. RVD going right for Sami Zayn. And shots on the whole effing show. Ciampa grabbing RVD and gonna send him against the ropes here. But look at Sami Zayn going after Ciampa here with a German release suplex. Down goes the Psycho Killer. And now gonna send RVD to the outside of the ring. Crashing, hitting hard on the outside. Sami looking to fly already. Throwing caution the way, but that's all back on Halo taking out Van Dam. Unreal offense, same backhand going straight for Tommaso Ciampa. Currently in the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match, we have 6 out of 8. The winner of this will be the 7th, and then this coming week on SmackDown, we'll find out the 8th and final participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match is Van Dam off that springboard dropkick that Ciampa, the released German of Sami Zayn, and a clothesline. Down goes Ciampa with a beautiful guillotine leg drop. It's Sami went for a clothesline on Van Dam. Beautiful forearm shots. Ludwig Kaiser already qualified out of the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match for Monday Night Raw. Chad Gable as well, the former Intercontinental Champion. Mustafa Ali's in there. Kaiser and Ali do battle later on Raw. It's Sami off that electric chair powerbomb and Ciampa to qualify kick out as Van Dam comes in as well. Pete Dunne, another former IC champ, is also in there representing SmackDown in the Money in the Bank ladder match. As Sami Zayn sliding dropkick on Van Dam. Ciampa back in the ring with a baseball bat, hitting both Zayn and Van Dam with the weapon. Rolling Van Dam over on a cover. This will not be good for Van Dam. 2 back-to-back defeats. Kick out though. Staying in this one for now. Of course, we mentioned Johnny Gargano also in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ciampa would love nothing more than to join his former partner and rub it in to Johnny Gargano and win the Money in the Bank ladder match on the grandest stage of them all. Of course, main event Jey Uso qualified last week on SmackDown as well. Is the final SmackDown representative thus far, and the Money in the Bank ladder match. This coming week on SmackDown, a triple threat matchup between Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, and Sheamus will be taking place to find out who will be the final participant in the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match for all 8 stars to try and turn their career around and get to the main events. Sami with a baseball bat hitting both men with it now as Ciampa rolls to the outside. Sami Zayn with that baseball bat time and time again on RVD. And Sami Zayn hitting him hard right here in San Antonio. Clothesline, see it by Ciampa. No, Ciampa able to hang on. Not eliminated from the Rumble just yet. Of course, the Rumble matchup did take place. Neither of these 3 stars were in the Rumble, as Sami on that night was defending his US title against Randy Orton. Of course, we know it was a losing effort for Sami. Lost the title on that night and ever since has not been able to get a victory. And Sami Zayn gets caught with that big knee. Van Dam back in. Ciampa now. Beautiful DDT center of the ring. Van Dam, I believe, been busted wide open. It's Sami now with that elevator drop kick to the Tommaso Ciampa. Nice shot. Van Dam now coming back in. A Van Dam monkey flip to Sami. Ciampa, Irish whip, going to send Van Dam on the ropes now. Oh, missed that shot. Big smack to the face though from Tommaso Ciampa. Hooks in Van Dam. Went for a DDT. Ciampa couldn't get it that time. Van Dam able to counter with Sami Zayn. Having his fun with the crowd tonight in San Antonio. Face first goes Ciampa. Sami from behind. Half and half. Dropping Van Dam center of the ring. And there's Sami looking to fly and take out Ciampa the outside. Slingshot cross body. This crowd is lighting up tonight. Sami, top rope to snap his losing streak and go to WrestleMania with an incredible series he's had. Ciampa in trouble, or Van Dam in trouble. Is that Hurricane Run off the top? 2 count. Van Dam gonna kick out as Ciampa comes back into the ring now. Big shot with a Sami, and now that side kill. Cutter face first goes Zayn. Ciampa into the cover to go to WrestleMania. Van Dam right there stomping away on Ciampa. Now RVD now with a rolling thunder. Van Dam to go to WrestleMania. Hook in the leg, shoulders down, kick out by Ciampa. Man, Ciampa would love to rub it in the face of Johnny Gargano, but Gargano would also love to rub it in the face of Tommaso Ciampa. He's already qualified. He's clearly the MVP of the former DIY, the inaugural WWE Tag Team Champions over on SmackDown. No more after Ciampa turned his back on Gargano after they, of course, made their way over to Monday Night Raw. Ciampa beating Gargano at the Night of Champions event in Saudi Arabia, but Gargano getting 2 other victories over Tommaso Ciampa and able to stop Ciampa and his tracks. And Ciampa may be stopped by Zayn here. Blue Thunder Bomb, cover, to go to WrestleMania, kick out by Ciampa. Oh man, and Van Dam right there now. And a chaotic triple threat qualifier. Van Dam with a released German and a top rope. Sami in the drop zone. 5-star frog splash. He could win the US title last week. Heading on to Mania though. 2 count. Ciampa breaks it up with a nick of time. What action as we're back live on the red brand now. Ciampa. Oh, and swinging neck breaker to Sami Zayn. But wait a minute, Ciampa now, grabbing Van Dam, hook at the yards, fairy tale ending, face first goes Van Dam, cover, let's do it, 2 count, Ciampa, they're gonna beat it, no, Van Dam again, powering out, what action, in this triple threat, WrestleMania Money in the Bank qualifier. Of course, we know last year the WrestleMania Money in the Bank qualifying matchup, or the WrestleMania Money in the Bank matchup, not qualifying, Aleister Black won it. We know what happened to him. Became world champion at Survivor Series, held it all the way to No Way Out in Perth, Australia before losing the gold to the current world champion Bobby Roode, who will be defending it in the main event of WrestleMania against the Elimination Chamber winner at No Way Out in Perth, the megastar LA Knight, another former US champion. This matchup continuing, we're back live on the red brand. Ciampa and Van Dam in the ring at the moment. Is Ciampa in trouble moving out the way there from that moonsault? And they're going to send him to the outside of the apron. Tommaso Ciampa clearly got Van Dam right where he wants him. Here goes Ciampa now. Oh no, DDT in the hardest part of the ring. But look at Sami with that baseball. Sliding drop kick. And a tope suicide taking out Ciampa. Sami Zayn now. Once this match has losing streak. And all 3 of these men, I believe, have lost their last couple of matches. Maybe not Ciampa, I believe he won his last one against Big E in an episode of WWE Dark, but a televised matchup is a win you need to have, especially to get a Mania. Exploder in the corner by Sami. On Rob Van Dam, closing at Ciampa, gets back to his feet. Ciampa and Zayn go back and forth in the centre of the ring. Duking it out here. Sami Zayn, massive shots to the massive Ciampa. Oh, picking up Ciampa, looking to put him away here. Centre of the ring. He's going to drop him in his bald head with a brainbuster. Brainbuster to Ciampa. Van Dam to his feet and drop kick to Sami Zayn. Holy hell, what action. And now it's Van Dam now. Going to send Sami into the corner. Massive kick. By the whole whip and show kick after kick. And look at that spinning heel kick in the corner. A sliding drop kick to Zayn. Rob Van Dam on fire. Ciampa coming in, baseball bat in hand. Kick out to the leg. Ciampa in trouble. Side of the ring. Gonna be dropped in his head again. With a gut style pound driver. Van Dam taking to WrestleMania. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. No, Ciampa again gonna kick out. What a hell of a matchup. This is what this means to all these men. All want to be a part of the biggest show of the year. And the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. You'd think stars like former US champion Sami Zayn and Hall of Famer Rob Van Dam would be higher on the WrestleMania card, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. As everybody in this series is all that damn good, man. They've all got the real game on, especially Van Dam with that springboard. Out of a split-legged moonsault, 2 count on Sami to go to Mania. No. Again, another near fall. As Sami powers out again. And I've gone straight for Ciampa. Clothesline. Van Dam to put him away. Top rope again to avenge his loss in last week's main event. 5-star Bronx Splash and the Psycho Killer, but there's Sami. Irish Whip. See you later, Van Dam. Sami looking to steal it. Sami to take advantage of the ropes. Helluva kick that Ciampa. The running boot to the moves. That's gonna do it. Ciampa's cooking so much offense. Cover. 2 count. Sami Zayn's going to WrestleMania. What action here on Raw.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
One hell of a match and one hell of a win for the ultimate underdog. The underdog from the underground. Sami Zayn punching his ticket now to the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. At WrestleMania, he could very well be a clear favourite to win the entire thing. Former US champion is going to the grandest stage of them all to potentially become a future world champ. But coming up later on tonight, massive 6-man tag team main event as the #1 contender for the US title, AJ Styles, teams up with the #1 contender for the world tag team title, the recently debuted Viking Raiders, to take on FTRKO of the US champ Randy Orton and the world tag champs FTR Cash, Wheeler and Dax Harwood. But up next, the ring general Gunther is back in action for the first time since nowhere in Perth, Australia. He battles Jon Moxley next, trying to get it his way on the WrestleMania card. You don't want to miss it. It's right now, live on Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther.
The introduction, as always, from his right-hand man of Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser, who will be going to WrestleMania in the aforementioned Money in the Bank ladder match. But this man currently not on the WrestleMania card, but he certainly should be. One of the newest signees to Monday Night Raw. They didn't get it out. Gunther, he's looking to earn his way to Mania with an impressive win, hoping against Jon Moxley. It's going to be a very hard-hitting contest. You don't want to miss a second of the action. Gunther is in action next live in San Antonio, Texas, with Kaiser by his side. Here we go then. Gunther, Moxley, one-on-one here on Raw. Moxley is really going to get back to winning ways here. He lost out in his WrestleMania Money in the Bank qualifying match last week. Did not even the pin as Johnny Gargano pinned Kofi Kingston to qualify in that triple threat matchup last week on the red brand. But right now it's Gunther. Release German suplex to Moxley. My goodness. Oh, look at that knife edge chops and Gunther lighting up that chest. It's good that Kaiser's out here with Gunther because, of course, he's in action next, taking on his fellow WrestleMania Money in the Bank competitor and Mustafa Ali. To see who will build momentum into that ladder match coming up at WrestleMania next weekend. That's right, folks. We're going to be changing it up a little bit on the schedule because, as you know, the Raw here is a couple of days later than it should be. So therefore, this weekend, we're going to be seeing NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, and we're going to win an entire weekend afterwards to bring you the weekend extravaganza, which is WrestleMania, to give me time to get all the matches sorted, to get everything recorded, to get everything out, and make sure everything is absolutely perfect for the biggest show of the year. So right now, Gunther taking it at Moxley, massive penalty kick, right in the chest of the Purveyor of Violence, former tag team champion Jon Moxley, with the former WWE champion, or the current WWE champion, I should say, Seth freaking Rollins over on SmackDown. As right now, Moxley taking it at Kaiser after Ludwig Kaiser was trying to expose the turnbuckle bar. Look at Moxley, shots at Kaiser. That's not what Kaiser wants. Kaiser's going to match up later on, immediately following this matchup. So Gunther going to dictate the pace. Make sure he puts Moxley away here. Look at this. Gunther just slow, methodical pacing. Beautiful. European uppercut to the back of the neck. The ring getting all Gunther, of course, a part of the Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia at No Way Out. Defeating Shinsuke Nakamura in his official Monday Night Raw debut to qualify into that contest. It's his second official Raw matchup, third entirely if you include his actual debut against Samoa Joe before Survivor Series when he was still the NXT champion. Moxley off the top, elbow drop to a standing Gunther, cover now, hook in the leg of the ring general on a kick out. Gunther was eliminated in the Elimination Chamber matchup, made it to the final three, was eliminated by CM Punk following an LA Knight superplex off the top rope. LA Knight, of course, will be the man who challenges Bobby Roode in the main event in Night 1. At WrestleMania for the World title, we know CM Punk over on SmackDown goes one-on-one with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania as well, but Gunther wants his match at WrestleMania. He was so dominant in his main roster debut in the Royal Rumble match, entered number 2, alongside Brock Lesnar at number 1, eliminating the Beast, eliminating other stars, as well as Adam Cole, as well as Logan Paul, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and many others before he was thrown out. And a phenomenal AJ Styles, the man who will challenge for the US title at WrestleMania, of course. Former Universal Champion as well. The inaugural Universal Champion in this series. Gunther again, though, just all over Moxley in this contest. His referee, Chad Patton, not only fixing the turnbuckle pad that Kaiser took apart, but taking away the kendo stick that Kaiser brought in. And Moxley from the middle rope now. Nice forearm shot off the springboard. Moxley's going to need to get back into this here as Gunther runs some of the rest to the Mox. Gunther's dominating the Purveyor of Violence, and this may be a short-lived contest. Almost decapitating Moxley. Clothesline connecting. Into the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. And a near fall. And Moxley's got to get back to winning ways. If Moxley beats Gunther here, maybe Moxley is due a matchup at WrestleMania. There's still another spot on the card at WrestleMania, and Gunther wants to be the man that takes it. Gunther now, best move in all of professional wrestling here with a neck crank. On to Jon Moxley. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. Big stomp, look at Moxley. Oh, comes out with a massive clothesline. What a clothesline, but there's Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser distracted, Mox and Kaiser paying dividends for the ring general, who just throwing Moxley around the ring like nothing with ease. And look at these chops and smacks and hits for the ring general, the former NXT champion Gunther. There's now a part of Monday Night Raw for the foreseeable on this incredible guy, Fox Night, on Monday Night Raw. Gunther on fire. Oh, but there's Moxley kicking out the leg. That's smart. No knee pads for Gunther. So Moxley taking out the legs of the ring general and now taking the attention of Kaiser. Kaiser's going to match up later on against Mustafa Ali, and this will pay dividends for Ali. If Moxley keeps on the attack on Kaiser, but it's not good for Moxley because you've got to keep your eyes on the former NXT champion, the ever dangerous Gunther, and that's why. Clothesline again by the Ring General. Picking up Jon Moxley. Gunther all over him here. And running yet. Oh God, a short arm clothesline. Gunther dominating here on Monday Night Raw. His third official singles match on the red brand. As Moxley though putting that separation. Got him in a running knee strike. Oh my goodness, I kick it immediately. Well, that's not going to be enough to put away Gunther, but with this well. Death Rider going to drop him in the top of his head. Moxley covers. Leg is hooked. Shoulders down. Scoring two. Kick out. Oh man, Moxley almost had him. And the way this series is going for both men, if Moxley would defeat Gunther, it would be considered an upset because Moxley has not been doing too well here in this series. At least since moving over from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. He's had a couple of good wins over on the red brand, but he's failed to capture the US title here on Raw. Failed to get some big wins over the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles and more. And tonight, he's in there with the Ring General Gunther and getting distracted right now by Ludwig Kaiser again. Kaiser in the face of Moxley, which may allow Gunther to get the win here. Picking up Moxley, the last symphony connecting. And the ropes, saving Moxley there. That could have been over. Moxley getting saved by the ropes, but Gunther, middle rope and an elbow drop. The dominance from the Ring General on display, and they're slamming the head into the man on Moxley. Covers him again, shoulders down, that may do it for Mox. 2 count, no, he's still in it. The powerful kick out. Gunther can't believe it. And rolling to the outside of the ring, telling Ludwig Kaiser to do his job and send him back in for Gunther to get him. To get his prey. To keep on keeping on in this one. But Moxley creating that separation again. That's what he needs to do. Forearm there. Another forearm by Jon Moxley. In the corner is Gunther. Forearm strike running in now. Bulldog. Moxley on fire. And again Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser's got to get out of here, man. Referee Chad Patton on Monday Night Raw going to do something. Gunther here. Inside Cradle. Got him in the corner roll. Look at Chad Patton. He's ejecting Kaiser. He's listening to me. Kaiser been sent to the back and he's pissed. And Moxley's going to kick out. But Gunther could have won there if the referee wasn't ejecting Kaiser. Well, there you see Ludwig walking in the back. But he's going to match up after this one. And if it ends right now, he's going to be walking right back out here. But right now, it's Moxley picking up Gunther. The release suplex for the X-Plex. Come on, Mox. Big upset on again. 2 count on Gunther. And a kick it again. Holy. Great action here on Raw. Moxley now bringing the fight to the Ring General. Here on the red brand. But look at Gunther. Oh, Jesus. What a running drop kick by the former NXT champion. The big man flying through the sky. Top rope, Gunther, splash! Good night. Thanks for coming, Moxley. Leg is hooked, shoulders down, scoring, turning. No, almost had him. He almost had him. Not just yet. So close, but no cigar. Holy hell. And look at it. Oh, Jesus. Moxley just getting absolutely pummeled. His chest must be all shades of red. But Moxley runs in with that choke bomb. On Moxley. One last ditch effort. Can he get the upset here against the Ring General Gunther? Moxley! Paradigm shift! Paradigm shift connects. Cover ladies hook. Shoulders down. Gunther and Gunther's gonna kick out. Moxley almost secured that upset one. But out of the corner now. Get him with a big splash off the springboard. And Moxley dissecting the Ring General. Elbow after elbow, stomp after stomp, chop after chop, and Gunther picking up Mox, and face first goes the premiere of violence once more. Oh, but Moxley, who's trying to roll out the ring to catch a breather, but Gunther not allowing him to do so, pegging him up and they're going to put him away, powerbomb, thanks for coming Mox, folding him up, cover, scoring 2. No, kicked out by Moxley, you serious? Well, we're back live on the red brand. It's Moxley, got him in a penny predicament, scoring 2, and a kick out by Gunther throughout the break. Gunther trying to cheat and bring a steel chair in the ring. It didn't really work and it backfired. Moxley almost getting the win. Right now, Gunther looking to get the win here as we're back on the red brand. From San Antonio, 2 count off the jackknife pin and a kick out by Jon Moxley. What a matchup here today in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, Blair Gunther looking in that rear naked choke. That's the move he used to win the NXT title. Will it be the move he uses to win tonight against Jon Moxley, the red brand? Right before WrestleMania. Looking at intake. Japan right down to Moxley. No choice but a tap out. What action.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
What a great matchup and a great win for Gunther. And if that's not enough to get on the WrestleMania card, I don't know what is. Because if Gunther is missing the WrestleMania card, that is a huge omission on the grandest stage of them all for the Ring General. Congratulations, Gunther. But up next, Gunther's still going to be here because Ludwig Kaiser is mercenary in action, taking on fellow WrestleMania Money in the Bank competitor Mustafa Ali with his mentor Rey Mysterio and his corner. It's next, live on Raw. But wait a minute. I'm just receiving word that this was moments ago on Monday Night Raw as Kaiser was ejected from the ringside area. He's attacking what is meant to be his opponent tonight, Mustafa Ali, with a baseball bat. Well, this isn't right now. This isn't happening at the moment. But this was the CCTV footage of when Kaiser was ejected and when the Gunther Moxley match is still going on. Kaiser, as you see, attacking Mustafa Ali with a baseball bat backstage. Why are you doing this? Well, he's got to be clearly pissed off he was ejected by the referee Japan. He's taking out his aggression on the man he's supposed to be facing tonight in Ali. Well, Kaiser setting up a table. Oh, come on, Luther. We're going to get security out here. Luther and Kaiser going to send Mustafa Ali on the table now. Oh, come on. You're supposed to have a match, not attack the man. No, come on. Suplex through that table. Come on, Luther. What the hell you playing at, man? And a hockey stick from Kaiser. We gotta get someone. Where the hell's Rey Mysterio? Where the hell's security? Gunther, at the moment this is happening, is battling with Jon Moxley. And right now, Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, Jesus, the DDT. Dropping Ali in the concrete floor, but it doesn't look like Ali's going to be medically clear to compete tonight. Let's hope he's able to make the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. It could be a favourite to win it with a high-flying ability as Kaiser laying him out backstage. Well, right now is the moment Ludwig Kaiser's making his way to the ring, and he's set to face Ali. I don't think that's going to be happening now. Well, there you see Kaiser in the ring. Well, what the hell's going to happen now? Is he going to have a matchup? Is Rey Mysterio going to answer the call? Gunther, very happy what Kaiser was able to do. But what the hell's going to happen now? Kaiser in the ring awaiting an opponent, perhaps. And oh my God!
Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 265 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
I am in shock, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last man that Ludwig Kaiser wanted nor expected. And that's the last man I would have expected. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion of Monday Night Raw, is back on the red brands. Well, you made a mistake attacking the man you were supposed to face tonight, Mustafa Ali, because no disrespect to Ali, the first man eliminated from the Royal Rumble. It's nothing compared to the first entrant this year in the Rumble, Brock Lesnar. And it seems like Lesnar has a score to settle with the Ring General Gunther after Gunther was entrant number 2 in the Rumble we mentioned. He eliminated Brock Lesnar from a matchup, as well as 5 other men. Well, this is absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar, the opponent of Ludwig Kaiser tonight on Monday Night Raw, this close to WrestleMania. Kaiser made a mistake. He thought he might be facing Rey Mysterio, might not face anyone at all. Maybe Johnny Gargano, the other man, who's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But certainly not this beast, the inaugural World Champion, Brock Lesnar. A very pissed off Brock Lesnar, who wants a piece of the Ring General Gunther. Holy hell, and it seems this match is official. Made official by GM Mick Foley, Chad Patton ringing the bell, and here we go. This is not what Kaiser wants. Look at him, he's passed and live. Look at him, decapitate him with a clothesline. Oh, Jesus, Ludwig. You've made a boo-boo. He's currently undefeated on Monday Night Raw, but it certainly may change tonight. Especially when he's in the ring with Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar going after Gunther. going after the man who eliminated him and costing him a main event opportunity at WrestleMania. But look at Gunther sending Brock into the ring for Kaiser. And Ludwig with stomps. He's getting some offense in. Oh, but not for long. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Ludwig Kaiser might not last in this matchup for very long. As Brock Lesnar is going to absolutely dissect him in this penultimate matchup. Which was supposed to be Mustafa Ali. Which, again, no disrespect to Ali, but Kaiser could have had a chance to win the thing. But I don't think he's got a chance in hell now. As he's been taken to Suplex City by the Beast. And Lesnar again in the face of Gunther, just chatting shit to the ring general, and clotheslining Kaiser down again to the mat. This is absolute chaos on Monday Night Raw. Nobody knows what can happen on the red brand. It's so unpredictable here in KO Productions Universe Sports Series. This is episode 270, 1 week away from WrestleMania, as Brock Lesnar is absolutely pummeling both Kaiser and seemingly Gunther. Baseball bat which was brought in by Gunther is being used on Gunther now by the Beast. Look at this. Oh, but Kaiser trying to throw Brock Lesnar away, trying to get a count out win, throw him up the ramp here. Smart strategy from Ludwig as he comes back in now. He's telling the referee to count, but Brock Lesnar is coming back in. The referee ain't even freaking counting. I don't know if this is a sanctioned match. But Brock Lesnar is dominating Ludwig Kaiser tonight. And Ludwig back in, as is the Beast, and there's another clothesline. Well, Brock Lesnar is a man possessed tonight. Massive shots to Ludwig Kaiser, and he can end this match at any given moment. But he's just having fun here in San Antonio. Massive shots to Ludwig. You shouldn't attack the man you were supposed to face, Ludwig. Should have let the match happen. But who would have thought Brock Lesnar was here in San Antonio? He would have been here in one manner or another. It's Brock Lesnar. It clearly worked out for him as he has a match here on Raw. But clearly this man doesn't get paid by the hour. So he wants to end this as soon as physically possible. Superplex off the top of the Kaiser. Went to put him away. But back at the face of Gunther as these two are jaw-jacking. Well, this could be the moment for Kaiser to take advantage. Brock Lesnar and Gunther are battling on the outside. Look at Brock attacking the ring general, who just had a match with Jon Moxley. As Brock Lesnar just tossed him around the ring. Like Kaiser, he tagged Gunther. He landed on his man. He landed on his leader. And Lesnar going to make him pay and send Ludwig into the ring. He's not even interested in his opponent though. He's attacking Gunther. Brock Lesnar. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, we know the Beast is crazy, man. This man, the inaugural world champion, lost in the main event of WrestleMania last year to Samoa Joe for the world title, was attacking the ring general on the floor here. Stomp after stomp. And now coming back into the ring to turn attention to his opponent, Ludwig. But Ludwig, inside cradle, steal a win. No way, is Kaiser going to do that? Oh, Lesnar just kicked out. Like it was absolutely nothing. Oh, Jesus, look at Brock. Picking up Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, Jesus, Uranagi! Oh, Kaiser's done. Kaiser's done. Gunther trying his best to cheer on Ludwig, but right now it's Lesnar gonna take Kaiser right back to Suplex City. It's a one-way trip. No return for Kaiser. We mentioned Lesnar doesn't get paid by the hour, and that is seeming very clear tonight. The Beast setting up Kaiser to put him away, to give Kaiser his first main roster defeat here in the red brand since debuting a number of weeks back. And 5 by the inaugural world champion for a 2 and a 3. Lesnar victorious on Raw.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Well, what a surprising turn of events as Lesnar is here in the red brand, and it don't seem like he's done. He's going straight for Gunther. Referee Sean Patton gonna do something about this, but I don't know if you want to get in the face of Brock Lesnar. Oh, the Beast getting a table to avenge Mustafa Ali, who was put through one in the backstage area as he's currently seeking medical attention right now. Let's hope he's able to make it a Mania. But right now, Lesnar is attacking a ring general. Oh my God, look at the Beast. Gonna put Gunther through the table with a belly. I don't think Lesnar cares about Ali. He's just a battering Gunther. Battering Imperium. And a clothesline for good measure of Kaiser. Brock Lesnar is back on Raw. And he's back with a vengeance. Holy hell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania right around the corner is next week. Let's take a look at the card for the grandest stage of them all. As the show will start off. Night 1, WrestleMania Saturday, Money in the Bank ladder match with Big Kaiser, Chad Gable, Mustafa Ali, athletically cleared, Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and someone to be determined on SmackDown is right now. This has been announced for WrestleMania. The Ring General Gunther and Brock Lesnar in the second match tonight on WrestleMania Saturday. That's going to be awesome. Speaking of awesome, Intercontinental title on the line and a no-holds-barred match. No shenanigans this time for Mr. Money in the Bank and the IC champ Daniel Bryan as he defends the gold against leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby. Following that, tag team titles on the line for the Red Brand here on Raw. FTR defend against former NXT tag team champions and the current reigning Monday Night Raw undefeated duo of the Viking Raiders. Following that, after Finn Balor's attack on Cody Rhodes last week on SmackDown, it's been made official for WrestleMania Saturday. The American Nightmare looks to enact revenge on the Prince, Finn Balor. They go one-on-one at WrestleMania Saturday. And then a rematch from the Royal Rumble. This time no world title on the line, but it's just a pure grudge. Former world champ Aleister Black one-on-one with a demon of WrestleMania himself, The Undertaker. Then fatal 4-way elimination contest for the WWE Women's title at SmackDown. As former champ Bianca Belair battles with Liv Morgan, the Royal Rumble winner Jade Cargill, and the champion Charlotte Flair. And finally, in the main event of WrestleMania Saturday, the megastar LA Knight, the #1 contender, battles the champion, the glorious Bobby Roode, in what is set to be a glorious main event of Night 1 at WrestleMania. We move on to Night 2 as the NXT title will be on the line as Carmelo Hayes or Obafemi, whoever wins the NXT Championship main event standing delivered this weekend, will defend the NXT title against the winner of a Battle Royal on NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Then on match 2 on WrestleMania Sunday, WWE Tag Team titles on the line as the Undisputed Era, the Unstoppable Tag Champs, Fish and O'Reilly defend against Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the recently debuted Motor City Machine Guns. Following that, former World Heavyweight Champion and last year's WrestleMania main eventer Samoa Joe goes one-on-one with Bray Wyatt, but not any other Bray Wyatt. No, it's the alter ego, it's the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Following that, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, after losing his WWE Championship, is hell-bent on getting wins back as he goes one-on-one with the greatest of all time, John Cena. It is a grudge match at WrestleMania for the United States Championship as the former Universal Champ, the inaugural Universal Champ in this series, AJ Styles, challenges the Viper, Randy Orton, in the rubber match between these two of this series. US title on the line, of course, and then in a massive matchup, a dream contest, the best in the world, CM Punk returns to WrestleMania as he goes one-on-one with a prize fighter, Kevin Owens. And in the penultimate matchup of WrestleMania Sunday, the Women's World title is on the line as Io Sky, the Women's Elimination Chamber winner at Nowhere in Perth, Australia, battled the champion of the woman she knows very well, and the insane one, Kairi Sane. And finally, the main event of the grandest stage of them all, Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns challenges fellow Shield brethren and former Shield mate Seth freaking Rollins for the WWE Championship. But right now on Raw, it's time for your main event as AJ Styles, the #1 contender for the US title and #1 contender for the World Tag titles, Viking Raiders, battle FTR KO, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood with the World Tag Champs and the US Champ, Randy Orton next on Raw. Man, what action WrestleMania is going to be next weekend, but right now, we're trying to get ready for two big championship matchups, which are going down on the grandest stage of them all, as there you see Eric and Ivar, former NXT champions, the Viking Raiders. They are currently 2-0 on the Red Brand, winning a mini #1 contendership tournament to earn their spot on the WrestleMania card and earn their opportunity at FTR, the only ever two-time World Tag Team Champions in this series. Raiders, of course, defeating the Dudley Boys in their debut 2 weeks ago. And then defeating none other than the Street Profits last week on Raw to earn their way to WrestleMania. But here come their partner tonight, the inaugural Universal Champion, a man who looks to become the next United States Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. We mentioned that 2 weeks ago AJ Styles defeated Sami Zayn to earn his opportunity to challenge Randy Orton for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Styles and Orton have had 2 singles matches against one another in this series. It was back at Armageddon, premium live event in the opening contest, where those 2 men battled in a steel cage match, which Randy Orton was victorious in. But in the quarter-final stages of the King of the Ring tournament a number of weeks later, AJ Styles would get his win back on the Viper, defeating Randy Orton and advancing into the next round of the King of the Ring tournament, and then went on to the finals, losing to eventual winner Seth freaking Rollins. Now we know Rollins is the current WWE Champion on SmackDown. But taking on this incredible duo of the US Champ AJ Styles and the Viking Raiders are the United States Champion Randy Orton and the current World Tag Team Champions. The only ever 2-time tag champs and only ever 2-time champs in general on this series, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood of FTR, collectively known as FTRKO.
At a combined weight of 721 pounds.
This duo is absolutely incredible, I'll tell you. Or this trio, I should say. Randy Orton, with 3 defenses of his United States Championship since winning the gold at the Royal Rumble, defeating Sami Zayn for it and then beat him once again in the rematch. Beat Johnny Gargano at No Way Out in Perth and beat Rob Van Dam in the main event last week on Raw. Can he get his second one over AJ Styles at WrestleMania? But a huge way to build up towards that contest, as well as the tag team title contest at WrestleMania as well. 6-man tag team action next on Raw. Here we go then, referee Chad Patton, ring the bell. Your main event is underway. It's main event time here on the Red Brand. From San Antonio is Ivar on the Raiders. Start off with the United States Champion Randy Orton. Orton going straight for Ivar, but there's Ivar running in. Beautifully done by Ivar of the Raiders. Taking it to the Viper Randy Orton and taking down Dax. And look at this now, handspring, back elbow on the Viper, unbelievable offense. My days. FTR, of course, won their first set of tag team titles back at Backlash Premium Live event. Earlier on the series by defeating the Usos. They lost the gold to the Street Profits and Night Champions in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but beat the Profits back on the Raw before Survivor Series in a ladder match and went on to Survivor Series to battle the WWE Tag Team Champions Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly of the Undisputed Era, which the UE were able to win on that night. But then FTR went on to defeat both the Street Profits and Mustafa Ali and Rey Mysterio in a triple threat tag team elimination matchup in the opening contest of Clash at the Castle and the OVO Hydro at Glasgow, Scotland. Tag mate, here comes Eric, and they also defeated the Street Profits as well. Another episode of Monday Night Raw. 2 successful defenses for FTR and their second reign as WWE Tag Team Champions, or 3 defenses I should say, as they also defeated the New Day. They beat the New Day as well at No Way Out in Perth, Australia for the gold. It's Dax Harwood and it's Eric, both legal right now, and this 6-man tag team main event to build up towards 2 massive WrestleMania tag team matches, or WrestleMania championship matches I should say, as Cash Wheeler now been tagged in by Dax. Eric looking to do his thing. Look at the strength of the big man Eric, and down goes Cash. In hard there in this main event. That's smart from Eric. Drag him away from his corner. But look at this, flown over and a DDT by one half of the tag team champions Wheeler. Eric to his feet. Irish whip gonna send him hard into his own corner. And the tag team excellence of FTR clearly on display. He went for AJ Styles there. Couldn't get it, AJ knocked down. My God, and a stop there on Eric. And they're going after Ivar. It's Cash Wheeler. Look at Cash here, back suplex in the hardest part of the ring. Back first goes Ivar on the apron. And now Cash picking up Eric, and a beautiful perfect plex. Fisherman suplex, only a 1. Kick out by Eric of the Raiders. Look at Cash Wheeler getting fired up. Oh, there's Eric, massive forearm shot. Down goes Cash. Eric and Cash legal for the moment. Irish whip sends him in a corner, tag made back in. Comes Ivar, double team offense now from the Viking Raiders. We've seen this before. Oh, baby, the massive clothesline. Great tag team offense by the Viking Raiders. As they've been on a tear, they lost their NXT Tag Team titles to the Hurt Business, Wesley and Cedric Alexander, who will defend them this coming weekend at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver against the Creed Brothers, Julius and Brutus. Clothesline there though from Cash, another one this time. Able to knock Ivar off his feet, but he's in the corner, don't want to be there. Ivar right down the clothesline. Oh, look at Ivar, the Bronco Buster. Oh, God. Another place you don't want to be if you're Cash Wheeler in this main event. Oh, baby, picking him up. Wait a minute, Ivar. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Ivar into the cover on Cash Wheeler, and it's Dax Harwood making the save. I can't wait for the main event at night one at WrestleMania as well for the Monday Night Raw roster. LA Knight challenging Bobby Roode for the World Heavyweight Championship. Former US champ, the megastar, battles the inaugural US champion and the current world champ, Bobby Roode. And look at AJ Styles, who's now legal on this contest. Springboard moonsault of Cash. Randy Orton, his WrestleMania opponent, making the save. And then all 6 men have been tagged into this contest. Now Styles is legal. And Styles looking to go after the Viper. Look at this. Back suplex. On the hardest part of the ring now goes Orton. It was Ivar who dealt with that earlier. Now it's the Viper who will deal with it. And now a DDT for Cash Wheeler's troubles. AJ Styles now in action here. Ready for a war. But a clothesline there by Cash Wheeler. Irish whip into the corner. Tag made, Dax legal. Double team offense from FTR once again. Looking to take center stage. And the 6-man tag team main event is AJ. Dropped hard on the top of his head. Cover on Styles. And only a 1 count there. Kick ya, my days. Look at Dax. Nicely done. That flipping neck breaker. So I grounded AJ Styles. AJ, of course, was in the #1 contendership No Air Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia. Was the 2nd man eliminated. He was eliminated by the Ring General Gunther. Now we know Gunther does have his match at WrestleMania. 1-on-1 against the man he eliminated in the Royal Rumble matchup. The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, who made his appearance on the Red Brand tonight in San Antonio to confront the Ring General and battle the fuck out of both him and Ludwig Kaiser. And there's Dax getting out of the calf crusher submission from AJ Styles. Ivar with a cheap shot at Dax, and a look at Ivar. Gets sent down by Dax, but inside cradle, small package, AJ Styles for the 6-man tag team victory about momentum. For both him and the Raiders at Mania, but no, it's a kick out and a clothesline from Dax, stopping him from making a tag into Eric. And then look at Dax Harwood, picking up AJ Styles here. Oh yeah, small package driver, cover. 2, no, kick out. Eric tried to break it up, but AJ able to kick out anyway. Well, look at this, going after Ivar, but Ivar hang about to dry there. And AJ Styles, nice shot. Styles on the apron, don't want to be there. Dax, no, missing the phenomenal forearm. Dax moving out the way of it. And then Dax Harwood Irish whip in the corner. Tag. Here comes AJ's WrestleMania opponent, and for the first time, these 2 men are going at it in the ring tonight in this matchup. AJ Styles, wait a minute. Small package. Inside cradle there. No. Well, with a schoolboy kick out by the Viper. Nice kick. No block by Randy Orton on AJ Styles, the man he will face at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. Randy Orton now going to send Styles out to the apron. Oh, baby, we've seen that before. The dripping DDT. Vintage Orton. Cover on Styles. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. No, AJ's going to kick out. No, Raiders saving him there. Hand in faith. And the inaugural Universal Champion, and rightfully so. AJ Styles, one of the most, if not the most resilient superstars in this series, and makes the tag out into one half of the Raiders, Eric. Clothesline out of the corner by Randy Orton on the massive knee. Randy Orton on fire tonight. Obviously, you guys know now what is going down at WrestleMania. You know what is going down at TakeOver Stand and Deliver. If you don't, you'll find out tomorrow night on NXT and on Dark. Let's come a week as well. Eric, double knees on the Viper. Randy Orton, the cover, and a kick out at 1 by Randy Orton. This is the final Monday Night Raw of this series, ladies and gentlemen. You will not see another Raw episode until March or April next year. But you will see NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver this coming weekend. You will see NXT tomorrow night. You will see SmackDown 2 nights from now. And you will see Dark as well. And of course you will see WrestleMania next weekend as Dax Harwood tied back in. And Eric sent out. Eliminated from the Rumble there. But look at this. Oh, the back suplex under the apron of Styles. And look at Eric going after the US champion Randy Orton. And down he goes. But there's Dax going after Eric. Nice shots. Blocked. Eric. Nice kick there in the midsection. And bang! There's that leading the back the head off the Phil Nelson. Cover. 2 count on Dax Harwood and grabbing the bottom rope. Great ring awareness and veteran instinct from one half of the World Tag Team Champs. As we're back live on Monday Night Raw. Dax Harwood legal with Ivar. And a Shadow Machine by FTR. That's how they won the tag team titles the first time. And it won't be how they win the 6-man tag team main event. AJ Styles going to make the save. Making sure this match will be done just yet. Ivar and Dax are legal and AJ sent back on the outside. Ivar though. Schoolboy on Dax Harwood. 2 count. No! So freaking close. My days. Massive kick caught. Dax Harwood, no blocked. Ivar running in cross body by the big fella. And Ivar, look at this man. He's in a man possessed, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you. Big kick, no caught. Dax off sliding clothesline, went for it. Ivar picks him up and a release German as this main event continues. We're back live on Raw. Randy Orton and Ivar are legal, but not for a long time. Mate Eric is in. And a double team on the Viper. The Viking experienced by the Raiders. Eric in the cover and legal on Orton. Defending United States champion Cash Wheeler making the save at 1. Eric not happy with Cash. Not in the slightest, and they're going to send Cash back into the ring the hard way. And they're going to powerbomb Cash Wheeler, but you're going to take advantage of the legal man Randy Orton. Orton from behind on Eric. Big shot. Viper. RKO by the US champion. Cover on Eric. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Kick out at 2 by Eric. Ivar having faith in his man, his partner. Not to tap out in the tag made back in. It's Dax the Axe, I should say. Alongside his fellow bold brethren Eric. But they're certainly not brethren because they're going to be opponents on WrestleMania Saturday for the World Tag Team titles. That's a forearm there by Eric. Tag. Back in is the phenomenal AJ Styles now. Styles and Dax. Legal once again. Phenomenal blitz by the phenomenal one. And a bang! Look at AJ. Incredible from Styles. And a look at a springboard. What a moonsault again. What a main event this has been. And if you think this main event is incredible, just wait until you get a hold of the individual matches you will see at WrestleMania. AJ versus Randy for the US title. And the Viking Raiders versus FTR for the World Tag titles. Right now, Dax. And I'm in the crossface submission. But it's Eric making the save. Dax not happy with Eric and a beautiful European uppercut. And the cover now on AJ Styles. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down in the main event. Kicked out by AJ. Number 1 contender for the US title stay alive as the fireworks popping off tonight. On Monday Night Raw from San Antonio. Tag, cash in. Dash Wheeler getting kicked by AJ Styles and AJ now picking up Wheeler. Oh baby! Oh Stinger Roshi! Oh but Dax Harwood able to stop him in his tracks. Oh and this time he's knocked off. Been a clothesline by Cash. Both Raiders want to make the tag to AJ Styles. They want AJ to be able to tag out. Don't want him spending most of his energy as he's dropping. Cash with a burning hammer there. And trying to knock Dax off the apron multiple times. Trying to knock Orton off the apron. Orton getting that knee up as well. He's having bothered doing all of that. And this time Dax knocked off. And look at this, AJ Styles on the apron. He tried this earlier on Dax. He couldn't get it, but he gets it on Cash. Phenomenal forearm center of the ring. Can AJ take advantage though? He's going to try and knock his opponent at WrestleMania off the apron, but he hang out to dry though. by Randy Orton. Throat first, AJ Prawn himself. He's going to have no choice but to go for the cover. But he knows that Randy Orton will probably go on to break it up, and he will. Orton, no, he's not breaking it up. He has faith in his boy. He kicks out at 2. Orton came in the ring. Warren cashed a kick out. And he clearly trained Cash very well, because Wheeler able to stay alive out of the phenomenal forearm. In what has been a phenomenal, pun very much intended, main event tonight. As Cash, Styles, legal for the time being. Styles hurting there. Taking out that leg with a chop block, and down goes Dax off the apron. Both FTRKO members down, and AJ Styles down! Springboard 450 splash to Wheeler. 2 count. Oh no! Kick it again by Wheeler. Wheeler needs to make that tag. Out of the Viper, Randy Orton, and that's exactly what he's going to do. The WrestleMania opponents now are legal in this contest in the main event. Randy Orton, big shots to Styles to the back of the head. And Orton, we saw this on AJ early on. We'll see it again. Draping, signature, vintage Orton. DDT connected. Orton very much liking that there. AJ Styles is hurting. Down outside of the ring, trying to take out Ivar. Ivar getting the knee up to the US champion, but this time gets taken out. And an elbow drop for a good measure on the legal man AJ. And a Eric sent down as well. AJ in trouble. Side of the ring. Cover from Orton. To pin his WrestleMania challenger. Styles is going to kick out again. What a 6-man tag team main event. And what action it's going to be at WrestleMania if you've heard all the matches. Which is going down to the grandest stage of them all. But this could be the way AJ wins the US title at Mania next weekend. And he could beat him tonight. Styles clash. Dax Harwood in to make the save. Oh man. And AJ sending Dax down. Pissed off with Wheeler. And now going for a cash. No. Gonna get it. My days. Top rope is AJ Styles now. Going after the Viper, crossbody! And AJ needs to make that tag, but he's determined to put this match away. He's determined to pin his WrestleMania opponent. No, forearm there from Cash Wheeler. Randy from behind, Schoolboy on AJ Styles, shoulders down, scoring 2, and a kick out. AJ somehow still in it, but Orton, wait a minute with the RKO RKO on Styles. Alex set off the apron. So is Ivar. Orton out of the cover on his #1 contender for a 2 and 3. It's over. TRKO with an impressive 6-man tag team victory tonight. Live on Monday Night Raw from San Antonio, Texas. And not only that, it was Randy Orton, the United States champion, who pinned the shoulders of the mat of the United States Championship #1 contender, AJ Styles, the man he's been in an on and off rivalry with all year. Well, the rivalry's heating up now, and it will continue at WrestleMania. Congratulations, FTRKO, for a fantastic main event victory, and what has been a fantastic episode of Monday Night Raw. What a matchup and what a show it's been here tonight on the final Raw of the series. That's all we have time for, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you join us tomorrow for another exciting installment in the final episode of NXT.